Good morning. Okay, so the day starts. This should be my ride for the day. We're going into Lviv to drop off supplies at some sanctuaries based around Lviv, which is about 100 kilometers inside of Ukraine, crossing the border over at Medjika. The boys are now just loading up the vehicle, or the vehicles rather, because here's the other ambulances. These are the ones that we need to get more of. This is what we've got going on in the back here. We've got the cages, food, supplies, medical supplies. We're taking blood over and microchips as well. A lot of cages. Hopefully we can bring back a lot of animals today, which will be an absolute joy if we can do. When we get back later on, they'll be brought here for triage. And like I said, the healthier ones will go straight into some shelter somewhere, and the not so good ones will get medical attention here at the hospital, and then once they're rehabilitated somewhat, they'll get taken away to some sanctuaries and hopefully rehomed as soon as we can get them rehomed. Okay, just a quick update. We're in our little van at the moment. We've got the back of it's full of cages and food. There are two vans in front of me, and we're just heading up to the border. I would like to say that I was going to video us going through the border, but the border patrols don't take too kindly to having cameras put in their faces. So if you don't mind, I'll bring you back to the other side. We've made it across the border into Ukraine. It was not without its fraughtness, if that is even such a word. Unfortunately we have lost one vehicle that had the blood in it, but we have managed to retrieve some of the bits and pieces from that they were carrying. That's had to go back. Will probably be another run another day with the stuff that he had in that vehicle. So you can see the queue on the other side of the road. That's what we've got to go sit in later on to get back to the border. I'm going to estimate it's going to be at least 4 hours to get back into Poland, I'm guessing. I mean, that is a very, very long queue. The only sign of any form of war here really is the partisan actions of the local villagers putting up blockades.
Is this your friend?
Yes.
We're volunteers. We're volunteers for them.
Together.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Sorry,
Hey, no. It's
okay.
It's not. Yeah.
Well, we've turned up at the first sanctuary. I think you probably can hear it better than I can say it. This is massive. This is a huge sanctuary. And I can't show you, but right next to me is a huge checkpoint as well. We've obviously clearly got some work to do here. Right, so we're in the compound now. As you can see, there's dogs everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. We're just going to unload now. We've got some supplies that need to come out, and some dogs that need to go in. Some of these dogs have been left on the streets. Some of these dogs have been found in apartments. Some of these dogs have just been abandoned, plain old abandoned. But they're here now. They're going to be looked after, and they're going to be safe. Hello, little fella. Hello. It's amazing what you guys have done, what you guys have delivered for us. All this stuff that we're delivering now has been kind donations from generous people, and we just need to keep it coming. I mean, you can see how many animals we have here, and this is just one shelter. We have 3 to visit this afternoon, and every day this week we'll be back into Ukraine to many more shelters. Just please, please, please keep it coming. That's what we've just taken out of the van. You can see on one side it's just cat carriers and dog carriers. This side is a huge pallet of food. We've emptied that van, and shortly we'll be loading it up with dogs which need to be taken to a local clinic to get themselves chipped. That's what the next mission is. The van in front of us has got about 8 dogs in it which need to go to the clinic. I think they go to the clinic to have the chips, the microchips done, but either way they're being looked after thoroughly well. Hello, hello, I've got a dirty lens now.
Cha-cha.
Hello, Cha-cha.
Chwila dla reportera.
Cha-cha's just come from a town in Ukraine that's just been bombed, and we're going to get her out basically. So we just made a quick stop at a clinic in the middle of Lviv town centre just to get this one out for our next stop. Okay, we've got a little kitty coming with us now. Little kitty cat. Okay, so we've got a couple of little kitties in here. We're going to go and get a load more. There's 2 for the journey back home or back to Poland. But we have a couple more, we have a few more. We've got about 10 I think we're going to be bringing back in total on this run today. But there's the first 2. A couple of little kitties. Come on, come on.
Proszę pani wygielany. Zobacz, a pani oni się przestraszyli, muszą mi pomagać teraz, słuchają mnie.
We'll be in a better place
Nie
now.
rozumiała niestety.
We're on our way to our 3rd destination. Sun's just going down, so we're in the middle of Lviv, and we're going to another facility, shall we say. Okay, so now we are in the heart of Lviv, and we've just come to this vet in the middle of town, and the purpose of this visit is quite quick. Well, hopefully it'll be quick, but some of the dogs that we picked up earlier on are getting vaccinated, so that's the purpose of today, to get the dogs vaccinated and probably take them back to the kennels we picked them up from earlier on. Okay, so that's something you don't hear every day. The air raid siren's just gone off, and I don't actually know what to do now. I think we're going to have to start getting moving. You only ever hear these things in the movies, you never expect to hear them in real life, but here we are. Middle of Lviv. We have just finished at the vet, so we should be making a move soon. Sit rep. 11:45 in the evening. We've done a full day over in Ukraine. We've got, I think in total we have around about 20 dogs and a few cats, at least half a dozen cats that we've pulled out of Ukraine. They're all being offloaded at the moment to go into the surgery over there, although to be fair most of them are in pretty good condition. They've been looked after. A few more in here. We've got some cats in the back of our truck which we'll bring in shortly. We'll just make sure these guys get in as quickly as possible, first of all, because they've had a hell of a day. But this is the reason why all this can happen, is because of vehicles like this, and this is the reason why we need you to help us. You've done a lot already, but we need to push it over the line a bit further. We need to get another one of these vehicles as quick as we can. It's taken us all day in 2 big vehicles and the small one over there to bring these animals out, and we need to bring out some more. Look at them. They're so desperate. They're going to be alright now. But it's nearly midnight. I'm going to get these guys offloaded. And I'll speak to you again soon. Please keep donating.